You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, it has been almost a year since I have bought my Xbox Series X. So yes, in today's episode, I will be talking on my year with my Xbox Series X. And honestly, I would have to say it's mixed reviews, but leading more towards down negative reviews and stuff, because I expected to get so here's the thing, alright, and I've talked on this before, I've mentioned this before, but for those that are new to my podcast, and this is the latest episode you've checked out, so here's the thing. Now, when Xbox 360s were a thing, everybody, had seen that was a Xbox 360, right? Then when the Xbox Ones came out, then I remember when I got my Xbox One and I was like, hey, yo, this is different. This is nothing like the Xbox 360. The games look better. The menu is different. There's all these different, it's somewhat better. All right. But there's been times I've sat down, even now, and I'm sitting down thinking dang, it probably would have paid off if I still would have had an Xbox 360. But anyways, I remember that change from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One and how dramatic, but in a good way it was, it was such a different, console, and it was good too. I liked it a lot. Now, I had my Xbox One for some time. I had it for 5 years, because I remember I got in I actually had it, because I did get it for Christmas, so it was 2014, I believe. Yeah, it was 2014, and then, okay, so it was roughly 5 years in a month. 5 years in a month, we're gonna say that, alright? So anyways, had it for 5 years, and then the Xbox Series X was coming out. So, backstory on that, I wanted it, because I was this is all that I play. I only play games on my Xbox, throughout that time, because I did have a PlayStation 4, but I remember I had to get rid of the original PlayStation 4 that I had, because it was the very first PlayStation 4, because they came out with 3 different types. So there was a PlayStation 4, the PlayStation, or did they come out with 3 different, or was it just the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro? Hold on for a second, let me see something real quick, because I needs to know some things. PlayStation 4, so they came out with, hold on for a second. Slim, that's what it was. I was going to call it the PlayStation 4 S, but I'm no, that's the Xbox thing. Because they got the Xbox One S and then the Xbox One X. And so that's why I was no, wait a second. Wait a minute. I know they came out with another one. But anyways, so I freaking had the box down here, and I could have just very well looked at the box. And so anyways, I've had all 3 different PlayStation 4s, because so here's the problem, all right, with the PlayStation 4s. So I had that first one. That one wasn't no good because it couldn't connect to all of my Wi-Fi for some odd reason. I was I don't even know why they would make technology where it can't do things that people want it to do. You should know. And the crazy thing about it was that the Xbox, it had that feature. It had that feature where it can, connect to all of my. So it's this, it was the 2.4 gigahertz and then the 5 gigahertz, and 5 gigahertz is faster. So obviously I want that. So PlayStation 4 didn't have that. So I had to go and get rid of that PlayStation 4 to get a PlayStation 4 Slim. And then I had that. And then once I got my Xbox Series X, I got rid of my PlayStation 4 Slim. But then I ended up getting a PlayStation 4 Pro because the PlayStation, I didn't have one anymore. So, but I am considering, or not even considering, I am waiting for the day when I can acquire a PlayStation 5. So when that time does come, oh, trust me, it's we gonna get some some PlayStation 5 content, because, yeah, the PlayStation 4 Pro, I was sitting there playing Spider-Man on that game the other day, and I beat the game. It got all the way down to the end, and then it started acting all slow and choppy and laggy and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if it had anything to do with the HDMI cable or what, but I know that I am not going to have that PlayStation 4 for a long period. I'm going to have it all the way up until I can get me a PlayStation 5. That PlayStation 4 is going right back to GameStops, all right? So, anyways, so in that being said, all right, so now that that's all out the way, now I got the PlayStation talk out the way, now back on the Xbox Series X. Now, when I got, and I still got like those podcast episodes up for when I did get my Xbox Series X, but oh man, that was such an eventful morning. Like, I woke up early in the morning. I think I woke up at like 6 something, because I think Walmart opened up at 7. So I woke up like prior. I think I woke up at like my time, like I would go to work. And so anyways, got dressed. It was freaking cold outside. Waited for the bus to show up. So anyways, I'm outside in the cold, waiting for this bus to show up. Eventually, I believe the bus did show up. And so, yeah, took the bus all the way, to Walmart. And I could have just walked. I probably would have been a lot, but I probably would have been all like sweating and hot and stuff. So that's why I waited. I was like, I'd rather be, sitting here waiting. My knees might get the shaking and stuff, but I'm saying like it's either that or I'm gonna be sweating and then, got like a jacket and a hoodie on and all that stuff. And so, anyways, get there. Go all the way there. Yeah, people are like, oh, no, they turned me away because I'm like, look, this ain't going to be like how it was with them Bread 11s that I wanted to get back in 2019. Nah, you ain't going to. I'm going to get this Xbox Series X. So anyways, but yeah, they turned me away because they was like, oh, you got to purchase it online and then you had to come here and pick it up. So I'm like, all right, man, I just don't make no sense. I'm saying like, you guys is being weird right now. I have the money, okay? I am here. Take my money and I'll take the console. Like, and I'm saying, because that, to me, that just didn't even make any sense. Like, bro, come on now. So, anyway, but it was funny because I was thinking, like, dang, like, anybody that, could have taken me to Walmart was asleep. Or I know they ain't gonna try to, like, wait. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to run all the way back to my house with this console. It pays off having a car, people. Get you a car. But at the same time, a pandemic was happening. So I'm saying, like, car accidents, car problems, and all that other issue. I'm trying to preserve my money for when, I really need it and stuff. And, for, I can go out and just, spend it like, so, okay, sorry, if I do have car problems or car issues and things, like, I'm like, oh, okay, I got the money for this stuff. So I'm like, all right, I ain't got to trip about nothing. But I'm like currently like not downloading, but I'm like, because it's Call of Duty Vanguard and Forza Horizon 5 is about to come out in a few minutes, or not in a few minutes. It's 8:42, but I'm like, okay, I'm just like seeing if it's downloading. So if you hear my voice kind of like, get away from the microphone, I'm just looking at my TV. But anyways, so I go all the way back home, and then they said that at 9 o'clock I'll be able to purchase it. So anyways, I am sitting at my computer, okay? I think I might have recorded some videos, some podcast episodes, and some other extra stuff, but I sat there and I waited. And I waited. It got to like 8:50 something, and I'm like, oh dang, I should add like my information and stuff, like, for my to purchase it and things, because that would be so horrible if I waited all the way up until 9 and then decide to add all that stuff. I would have been hot, bro. I would have been so mad if I didn't think. So I had thought about that part beforehand, thank God. And so anyways, added all my stuff in. And then as soon as 9 o'clock hit, rapid click, bro. Rapid click. I was all like, yes, no, yes, no. Purchase, good, I am. So, bro, I'm telling you, like, I have beat the bots, bro. Like, honestly, I say I should sell my hands for science, because I'm like, my hands was like, that was like to beat the bots. I'm saying, like, that's an achievement right there. That's an Xbox achievement right there. So, anyways, so yeah, later on that day, went back out to Walmart, got my Xbox Series X, did an unboxing video. It was funny, like, So now I have it. So now let's get into talking on that. Like, okay, this past year or almost past year of having an Xbox Series X. So I did that unboxing video instantly, you know, because I seen the Xbox Series X prior before. And so I was like, oh, this looks kind of dope. This looks kind of nice and stuff. And so, yeah, I was like, I like it. I think it's cool. And so anyways, opening up the box, I was so happy. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. But the issue was that it was literally it wasn't an Xbox One, but when you turn the console like on and you get to your like the menu and sign in and all that stuff, it's honestly the Xbox One, like menus and all that. It wasn't like how, you know how like when the Xbox 360 menus and then the Xbox One menus, you can like tell the difference. There's no difference between the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X menus. So I was thinking in my head, like, oh, I'm going to be getting a brand spanking new console or something. I don't know. Maybe I just, because I hadn't really had watched no videos on the Xbox Series X. So that's why I was like, you know, I was kind of surprised by that because I was like, well, I thought it was going to be something different. So anyways, there was that. But the thing that I like also just, you know, don't like about it, is that they have it where you guys spend $69.99 now for video games. And I'm like, and then on top of that, you're getting an Xbox One version. So I'm like, fam, instead of giving me an Xbox One version, just let me spend $59.99 for the Xbox Series X version. I don't care for the Xbox One version. I don't even have, and it's not like, because my thing is this, I wish that I can gift it to a friend, like, oh, okay, well, I don't need this game, so I'm just going to gift it to a friend of mine or something, and, you know, then they can do whatever they want with it, because I'm like, I don't got no use for it, so I'm like, what am I going to do with that? So I'm saying, like, they should have it where it's like, oh, if you're purchasing this on Xbox Series X, this does come with an Xbox One. If you have a friend that still has an Xbox One, do you want to send this to them? I'm like, yes, choose a friend, send it to them. Hey, you guys just got Call of Duty Vanguard. No, they're like, oh no, you're stuck with the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X version. I'm like, bro, I don't want it. Like, you can take that. I don't want it. All right. So I'm saying, like, I don't need that. But anyways, so yeah, there's that. Games are more expensive. But actually, games do look better on the Xbox Series X because for the longest I had the Xbox One and it didn't reach its full potential on quality because it wasn't the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series or Xbox One X was like, I think that ran at 4K quality and it had like 60 frames per second rather than with this Xbox, the Xbox Series X, it runs at 120 frames per second and it also does have 4K quality. So that's honestly the only reason why the Xbox Series X, it's just that. There's like not much of a difference, you know, when it comes to like the console itself. Still the same games. Games may be slightly different, cause I know like with the 2K games, like they're slightly different, but it ain't like how it was like, you know, that transition from the Xbox One to the Xbox, or the Xbox 360 to the Xbox, One, you know how like, cause I remember, I think it was Black Ops 3. Hold on for a second. Let me, look, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I think it was that Call of Duty that came out on the Xbox 360. It sure did. It was that one. All right. So, yeah, but when that Call of Duty had came out, I remember, this came out in 2015? Dang, that's crazy. I guess it did. All right. Well, but anyways, so, oh yeah, because now I remember, I think it was after that, then that's when that Infinity Warfare, whichever one that one is called, that's when that came out. But anyways, moving on. So I remember when Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was coming out and that like difference between the maps, the game itself, and that's how it was with like the NBA 2K games and all these other different games. Like you can see the differences between the both of them. But it's like with I feel like these new consoles, there's not much of a difference. Maybe there might be a slight difference with the graphics, but I'm like, fam, I was expecting like a whole new experience, like how it was when the Xbox Ones had came out, but it wasn't even like that. So, yeah, that's why I was like, you know, when the people, they ask me about it, and I'm like, bro, it's honestly, it's the same thing. Because I think there might be a few other friends that do have the Xbox Series X. If not, I was literally the only one out my friend group to acquire one, and I was like, "Hey, yo, it was crazy," because I was like, I wasn't really expecting to get one, but yeah, I was expecting a whole new experience with it. So I don't know. Me personally, I'm like, if people are debating on getting either Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5, I would personally recommend a PlayStation 5 because it does look different versus on the PlayStation 4. Like, I do get, like, when people are playing on the PlayStation 5 and I'm like watching them on like streams or whatever, it does look different. Even like with the controllers, like honestly the only difference is the quality in the console on the Xbox. But it's like with PlayStation, it's like the controllers look different, the PlayStation looks different, the menus look different. Pretty sure games is like this is like probably roughly the same like how it is on Xbox, but I'm saying, like, I would have rather gotten that than the freaking Xbox if I would have known. But I mean, it's alright. I ain't gonna say it's the worst console I've ever had, but I ain't gonna say it's the best console I ever had. So, but anyways, but yeah, if y'all are debating on it, I would recommend getting a PlayStation 5, because yeah, it's like you got them exclusive games, you got like Uncharted, you got all these other different games on there. It's like with Xbox, I mean, you got Xbox Game Pass, but they ain't really got a whole lot of good games. So I'm saying, like, if PlayStation, I think PlayStation does have like some like competitor with Game Pass. I'm like, hey, I'm saying if they come out with some good games, PlayStation, it ain't gonna be no competition. Because I'm like, Xbox, y'all ain't even got no good games on that Game Pass. You got like maybe a few good games and that's it. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching in or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 38 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your next purchase. Make sure you use my Epic Game Supporter Creator code TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.